Gilman was born on July 3, 1860, in Hartford, Connecticut, to Mary Perkins and Frederick Beecher Perkins. Shortly after her birth, her father moved out and abandoned his wife and children. Throughout the course of Charlotte's youth, he only dropped by occasionally to provide meager support for his family. Due to this financial inconsistency, Charlotte and her other siblings were forced to move at least once a year for 18 years. Both mother and daughter were profoundly affected by Frederick's neglect. Gilman remembers in her own biography that her mother would deny all expression or affection as far as possible, so that her children should not be used to it or come to expect it. This way the children would not be hurt when they were inevitably deserted as she had been by her husband. As such, Charlotte's mother was rather cold and unaffectionate, and they were never close. In 1884, at the age of 21, Charlotte married the artist Charles Walter Stetson. Their only child, Catherine Beecher Stetson, was born the following year. Charlotte Perkins Gilman suffered a very serious bout of postpartum depression in the month after Catherine's birth. However, this was an age in which women were seen as hysterical and nervous beings. As such, her claims were often dismissed as being invalid. Eventually, though, after being encouraged by her husband and mother, and after her symptoms persisted, Gilman sought help from Dr. S. Weir Mitchell, a famous nerve doctor of the day. He treated her with his rest cure, a regimen that insisted on complete bed rest in an isolated environment. Dr. Mitchell sent Gilman home with the following instructions. He instructed her to, quote, live a domestic life as possible, and have your child with you all the time. Lie down an hour after each meal, and have only 2 hours of intellectual life a day, and never touch a pen, brush, or pencil as long as you live. Gilman tried for a few months to follow Mitchell's advice, but her depression deepened, and Gilman became perilously close to a full emotional collapse. In 1888, Charlotte separated from her husband, and the two were legally divorced later in 1894. Following the separation, Charlotte moved with her daughter to Pasadena, California, where she became active in several feminist and reformist organizations, such as the Nationalist Party, the Women's Reform Movement, and the Labor Movement. She gave numerous lectures and published several articles next to the likes of Susan B. Anthony and other reformers. After her mother died in 1893, Charlotte decided to leave her daughter in the care of her father, Walter, and move back east for the first time in 8 years. While living in New York, she bumped into Houghton Gilman, her first cousin, whom she had not seen in roughly 15 years. They began spending a significant amount of time together and became romantically involved. They married in 1900 and remained in connubial bliss until his sudden death in 1934 from a cerebral hemorrhage. 2 years earlier, in 1932, Gilman had been diagnosed with an incurable form of breast cancer. With her husband now gone and her quality of life slipping away, Gilman committed suicide on August 17, 1935. Throughout her extraordinary life, Gilman published numerous articles, novels, poems, and stories, and delivered countless speeches, but she is best known for The Yellow Wallpaper, Herland, and Women in Economics. These novels, short stories, and lectures are still treasured, studied, and read to this very day.